Hey guys, this is Paco the Realtor, your friend in real estate, tu amigo en bienes raíces, realtor, broker, storyteller. Yes, I tell stories about people buying and selling the American dream. Today, I want to tell you how about Sandy Koufax. Let me do my video. Sorry about that, guys. Where were we? Alright, sorry about that, guys. I forgot to turn my Wi-Fi on, so it was going back and forth. Alright, so if you're planning on selling your house in 2018, that's one of your goals, whether it's to move up, whether it's to move down, downsize, upsize, you know, get horse property, whatever it may be. Let me tell you what you need to do mentally. Sandy Koufax, let me talk. My dog, my German Shepherd, Sandy Koufax. All right, so let me tell you what you need to do to get ready for that, okay? There's a few things you got to do behind the scenes before you even get to the part of putting a sign outside and selling it. And people always seem to forget this. So let's talk about that. Let's have a conversation. All right, 3 things you need to do before you sell your home. First of all, figure out your tax implications. What does this mean? I'm amazed how many people plan on selling their house, sell their house, and then they ask the questions about taxes. So address that up front. If this is a primary residence and you've been there over 3 years, then odds are there will not be no tax implications. If you're married and you have the double, if you're single, it's $250, and those laws can be changing if Trump gets his bill through. Maybe, maybe not. We don't know yet. But either way, figure out your tax implications. How do you do that? Talk to an accountant. Talk to a CPA. If I sell my home and I make X amount of money and I want to buy another house, what are my tax implications? If you don't know somebody, let me know. I'll be more than happy to refer to you, Omar, who's my CPA, and for free, you can get him on the phone and say, hey, this is my plan. Do I have any tax implications? So that's the first thing, right? Tax implications. 2, you gotta prepare your home for sale. My assumption is you want top dollar for your house. I don't think you want to discount it, right? So if that's the case, we need to do that. So how do we prepare a house for sale? Well, there's many things we do. One of the things we do is we go over and we go ahead and we go over there and we do an inspection of the property. And we go room through room. We figure out what's good, what's bad, what's ugly, what needs to be painted, what needs to not be painted, you know, all that stuff. Let me go over some few pointers without me having to go into what every room should look or not look like. That's a video for another day. 1, smell good. Touch the nose. 2, look good. If you got a dark green and pink wall in the living room, maybe not the best thing in the world. Neutral colors are great, right? Very important. 3, clutter. Look, guys, we all have a home. It is our home. We have corners and closets and living rooms and family rooms where we just take a bunch of our stuff. Kids just show up and drop their shoes everywhere. And, you know, my office is full of paperwork everywhere. Great. But if you're going to sell it, you got to get rid of all of that. You got to get rid of the clutter. Clutter makes homes look smaller. People don't have imaginations. They walk in, they see a cluttered house, they visualize a cluttered house. No bueno. No good. Get rid of the clutter. Where do you put the clutter? God invented a garage for that. You got a garage, shove it in there. Most people don't care if you have a bunch of boxes in the garage. If you don't have a garage or the garage is utilized for something else, rid of storage. Get rid of the freaking clutter, okay? Make the house look bigger, not smaller. Very important, okay? So that's how you get ready. Windows, clean them. Sunlight, come through. Natural sunlight, very good thing. Do it. Make sure you smell good. Make sure it looks good. If you got a carpet and you don't want to replace the carpet, or hire somebody to wash it. It's amazing what happens when we walk in and we see these little lines on a carpet that's a few years old. Still makes a big difference, right? Very important. Bathrooms, clean them. Get rid of all the 25 bottles of shampoos you guys have there that you use or don't use. Get rid of it all. Only keep what you use. Get rid of the clutter. Kitchen. Okay, I'm not even going to show you my kitchen because I'm going to be one of those guys who's not selling his house. So you could tell I'm not selling my house. But clean it spotless. If you have appliances, toaster, the toasters, the the shake things, put everything away. Show all your counter space. Very, very important. When we're talking about outside, curb appeal, huge. I'd rather you spend a little money on curb appeal than I would you on the backyard doing something else. If you have bushes, cut them down. If you have a lawn, cut it. If you have trees, trim them. If you have dead areas, put wood chips. Do something. Curb appeal. Paint the eaves. Better than having to paint the whole house, right? Little things that we could point out as you're going through it. All right? Very, very important. Backyard. And I'll leave you with this. Backyard, if you haven't done anything to the backyard, you're not going to spend buku money doing something on the backyard. It makes no sense. But if you have a nice backyard already, clean it up. If you haven't done anything to the backyard, clean it up. If you got a dog like I do, like Sandy Koufax over here, my German Shepherd, poop better not be around. People should be able to walk around. Just little things that make a big difference when asking for top dollar. All right, so what's one of the last things you need to do? Interview realtors. A lot of us know more than one. We listen to different people give us referrals. All that is phenomenal. Great. Interview them. Ask them how much business have they been doing. What's their plan for getting top dollar? But more importantly, how are they going to market your home? Extremely, extremely important, guys. How are they going to market your home? There's ways of doing it the old school way, and there's ways of getting more eyeballs to it. You need to make sure you ask them that. That's kind of important. And do all this before you decide. Obviously, when you interview the realtors, you're getting ready to do it. But before you do that, get the house ready. Get the house ready. Because if not, you know what's going to happen? You're going to call us up. We're going to meet. I'm going to do a walkthrough. And you're going to say, I want to sell the house right away. And then I'm going to tell you everything you got to do. And you're going to look at me and be like, damn, that's a lot of work. Little by little. My thing is, if you're going to sell the house in the next 3 months, have us do a walkthrough and tell you what you need to do and not do. And let me leave you with this. Do not upgrade anything on your house thinking you're going to get more money for it. All right? Very important. Don't spend $20,000 on the kitchen hoping to get $40,000 more for the house. Don't go and spend $25,000 on new flooring throughout the house and expect to get $50,000. Be lucky if you get dollar for dollar. Very important. That's where the agent experience, realtor experience comes on in. All right, guys? I hope this made sense. So if you plan on selling your house in 2018, get ready for it. Contact us well in advance. That doesn't mean you're going to sign the listing agreement. That doesn't mean that we're going to close you in January to sell the house in April. None of that. Say, hey, Paco, I plan on selling my house in the next 6 months. Can you come look at it and tell me what I need to do and not do? We show up. We do a quick inspection. We give you the list. And we say, start knocking it out. Do a little each month. And if you do that, you shall be ready. If you wait till the last second, it's a little more stress. And if you like stress, then do that. Personally, I already have enough stress, so I try not to do it. But that's just the way it works. All right, guys? So you guys know how to get a hold of me. Remember, in conclusion, as we used to always tie everything back together in college, prepare yourself for seller. 1, financially. CPA, what are my tax implications? Get that out of the way. Obviously, when you meet with your realtor, you guys will talk about proceeds and things of that sort. So the numbers. But start with a tax. That's always the worst thing you can do is not know your taxes up front. Primary are treated different as investment properties and vice versa. So you got to be ready. If you've been in the property less than 3 years, you're probably going to pay taxes on it. If you're in there more than 3 years, then if you're married especially, no, you're not. I mean, it depends. But that's why CPA. If you don't have one, give me a call. I'll get you over to Omar. He'll answer any question you have. He's a CPA, Great guy, runs my corporations and my businesses. Highly recommend him. If you're not handy, if you're one of those guys or girls who's not very handy at home, like you're a brain, but you go home and you pick up a screwdriver and you have no idea how to use it, don't worry about it. If you want to sell your house and your house needs repairs and you have no freaking clue where to start, let us know. We have a team of people I can introduce you to. We're more than happy to, if you need to hire a handyman to do simple things, if you need to hire a painter, an inspector, whatever it is, if you have issues of termites, let me get my guy out there. Let me get Alonso out there and find out what if there's anything we got to worry about. All this can be done well in advance. Do not stress about it. All right? CPA, tax implications, prepare your house. Get rid of clutter. Make it smell good. Make it look good. Get rid of clutter. Get rid of clutter. And if you have a pink and purple wall, I'm sure it looks great. But you might want to paint it neutral. Just saying. Just an idea. Remember, you got to go under the assumption that most people do not have an imagination. Nothing against people. It's just a reality. So when somebody walks into your house, if it looks cluttered, it is cluttered. They're going to see it cluttered, and it's going to look smaller, and all they're going to think when they have that house is clutter. If you get rid of the clutter and open it up, bigger square footage. They can see the square footage. All right, guys? Little things, but it's okay. It's little things to us who do this for a living, but to somebody who wants to sell their house, that can be a little challenging, overwhelming, stressful. Selling a house is already stressful as it is, right? So it's just one of those things that you need to be aware of. And that's why we're here. So if you guys have any questions, if you want to sell it in 2018, give me a ring. Give me a text message. I'm easy to get a hold of. Direct message on Facebook. Type in Paco the Realtor. You can find my YouTube, social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. If you snap at me, might take a while to get back. I still haven't really figured out this whole Snapchat thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm dating myself. But reach out to me. Let me know. And I'll sit down with you and kind of put a plan together for you. Because that's what we do. And no, you don't have to sign a contract with me up front to put that plan together. And no, as one of my clients asked me, do I have to pay you? No. That is the value I provide. All right, guys. Hope we're all having a good evening. I will sign off now so you guys can get back to your TV, your show, your kids, or whatever else you need. Go ahead and do what you got to do. What's up, Lane? What's up, Nick? What's up, David? There was a few people that logged in. You guys know how to get a hold of me. All right, guys. Until next time, this is Paco the Realtor, agent, broker, storyteller. Why storyteller? Because that's what I do. Tell stories of people buying and selling the American dream. All right, guys. Adios. Hasta luego. Bon voyage. Arrivederci. I don't know why I even said that. God, sometimes you're just stupid, Paco.